Hello everyone, it is Friday, June 21st, 2019. Of course, Wednesday was New Comic Book Day. And unfortunately, the comic shop I usually get most of my books at here in town didn't receive their order on time, so they didn't open till later on in the day. So I wasn't able to get my books from them until yesterday, so I thought, you know what, I'll just do the video today. A lot of books I picked up this past week. There was a lot of different titles that came out, and then I picked up some Silver Age stuff. Not that it's a high grade or anything, but I want to show you those at the end of this video. So let's jump right into the books. First one from Image, Rumble number 13. Kind of a really cool black and white right there. Saw this and just decided to grab it because of the cover. Daredevil number 5. From Cave Pictures Publishing, this is The No Ones number 1. There we go with that. Of course, from Aftershock, Garth Ennis, Walk Through Hell number 11. Really cool Captain Marvel cover on this. This was Captain Marvel number 7 with a little Spider-Man action right there. Deadpool number 14 variant edition. Again, another one with a little Spider-Man action on it right there. Really cool cover right there. Book I'm kind of looking forward to reading. This here is from Scout Comics, and this is Crucified number 1. Of course, haven't had a chance to read any of these, but I am looking forward to this one. Also from Cave Pictures Publishing, Appalachian Apocalypse number 6. Just a fun book right here. One thing about this book, though, it's not real thick. There's just a few pages on the storylines there. So I'm not real excited about that aspect of it. And if I'm not mistaken, it's $3.99. But again, the book is not really thick. So one thing I don't like about that. The little Elvira action. This was an older Elvira book, Mistress of the Dark, but it was a variant edition. I just kind of like the way the sea monster looked right there. Taking a little bite out of her dress. Thought that was really funny. So I picked it up. Drawing Blood number 2. Book is kind of hard to find here in town because a lot of shops didn't carry it. But this was actually a pretty good story. Farmhand number 9. I am enjoying that one there. Really nice Aquaman cover here, number 49. This is from American Mythology Productions. This was a main cover edition of Mike Wolfer's Gallery of Monsters. Kind of a cool cover right there. A little expensive, $5.99, but kind of falls under the genre that I like, so I picked it up. Cover purchase only from Zenescope, Gretel number 4. I'm a big Howard the Duck fan, so this Howard the Duck was a no-brainer right there. Reprint of the original with advertisements and everything, and I really like when they do that. I would rather pay $3.99 for this than a $1 True Believers book. I like it when they do the old advertisements and stuff, because going through the books and looking at the advertisements really does bring back a lot of really good memories. Faithless number 3. This was what they call the adult cover, but it really didn't seem like it was too much of a bad cover. I don't know if I can. Yeah, it's just kind of like that. It was nothing real big on that cover. The last two prior to this were really, really, you know, a little bit more extreme, but that one wasn't. It was really kind of timid. Black Mass number 1, Lab Raiders. Animal storyline, so you know I'm going to be all over it. Black Badge number 11. Tony Stark Iron Man number 13. Really cool looking cover right there, and it is a really good storyline. Pick this up here. Red Sonja and Vampirella meet Betty and Veronica. This was a cover purchase only. The regular cover for Faithless, right there. Guardians of the Galaxy number 6. Love the Silver Surfer. That was a really cool cover right there. Usagi Yojimbo. Of course, everybody knows how the original ones of this go. This was just a really cool looking book right here, so I picked that one up. And then, of course, DC Black came out. Frank Miller and John Romita Jr. Came out with their Superman Year One. This was the Romita cover here. And this was the Frank Miller cover, which I'm not a huge Frank Miller art fan as it relates to stuff he's done recently, but I did like this one of the two. I thought this was the stronger of the covers. And I read the storyline on this one because I was looking forward to it. Nothing really great. I want to see where they're going to take the storyline, so I am anxious to see that. But overall, my first impression wasn't really that excited about it. And then, really cool cover of the week here. This was a Silver Surfer Black #1 second print, and these are selling really, really well right there. Those are really selling good, and that is just a really wicked looking cover right there. So real happy to get this here. I talked about getting some original artwork at the show. I finally got them framed. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see these, but this is kind of what they look like. This is done with spray paint, and the artist is from back east, and he does a really, really cool job. These are 22 by 28, and I absolutely love these artworks. This is, of course, Michael Myers. Excuse me while I set this down and grab the other one. I picked up a Jason right there. Again, really, really nice artwork done with spray paint, and even though he does, multiples of each character, they're all different because the paint dries and sprays a little differently each time. So these were the two I got. Of course, anything Michael Myers and Jason, I'm going to be all over. So there were those. And then I picked up some vintage books today. I was real lucky to pick up a few things, so I thought I would show you those. Now, these are early Silver Age, mostly 62, 63, of course. The first book I'm going to show, though, is 1966. But again, we've discussed in great detail on this channel how difficult vintage books are to find in any grade now, especially raw. Everybody's buying them and getting them graded up. So I was able to find some really nice, in my opinion, some raw Silver Age books. Most of them fall in the 4 to 5 range. This first one, the Fantastic Four number 58, I graded a 6. Is that right there? And again, people are always asking, one thing, if you find them, and right now, VG and up is really good for these books here. If you find them, buy them and expect to pay a premium for these books, especially things from, anything, of course, Golden Age, and then early Silver, anything in the early 60s going up to like 64, 65. You're going to pay a little premium for these books because they're just that hard to find. And right now, these are the books now we're talking about where 4.0, 4.55 is kind of the standard grade. If you find those, that's considered a real solid grade for these books in these years. So there's that again. Once again, Fantastic Four 58, real nice Dr. Doom on the cover, 6.0. This is Kirby art and a Stan Lee story. So you get a couple of big ones right there because nothing beats a Kirby Fantastic Four cover. Next one I'm going to show, no particular order. From 1963, Detective Comics 321. I graded that a 4.0. Right there, really nice book. Again, from 1963, Detective Comics 317. I graded this a 4.5. 4.5 on this. Batman number 159 from 1963. Joker on the cover. I graded this a 5.0. 5.0. Really nice looking book right here. Again, anything from this time frame, a lot of these have spine splits or a pop cover. All these are attached. Everything is complete. But again, just lower grade, like I said, in the 4 to 5.0 range. Next one we're going to show, Batman 153. This was a 5.0, and I like this because it's got an early Silver Age Catwoman right there. Or, excuse me, Batgirl. Batwoman. starting 3.0, featuring Batman and Robin and Batwoman and Batgirl. So there's everybody right there on the cover. See them right there. Really, really cool looking. There's that there again, 1963 5.0. Another really cool Joker cover. This is from 1962. This is Batman 145. Graded this a 4.0. Looks better than a 4.0, but I think it's a 4.0. Again, really good color on this. You have a little bit of issue right up there. I don't know if you can see it or not because of the glare from the Mylar, but again, overall, really, really nice looking book. And again, these are hard to find, especially things with the Joker on it. And, you know, right now, Catwoman, Batgirl are real popular as well. Next book we're going to show, 1962, Detective Comics 301. I graded this a 5.0. There's that right there. Next up, Green Lantern number 22 from 1963. Of course, this is Gil Kane cover and art. Really cool right there. Nice little early Green Lantern. There's that. And last but not least, pretty happy with this. This is a 4.5. This is a Flash annual number 1 from 1963. I graded it a 4.5 right here. And if you can look, that spine, really, really nice. Sorry about the glare again. The spine is really squared up. There is some issues right here on the side, but I think a lot of people would probably grade this higher than a 4.5, but I was very comfortable with the 4.5. And again, this is a Flash annual number 1, so really, really key book right there. Anything number 1 is a hot book. So that's what I picked up today, actually. And again, you're going to pay for these books, but you know, I'm looking for inventory stock, and if I can buy a bunch of books, you know, a lot of Silver Age stuff, and get a decent price, again, I'll show you that Joker cover, because I just love that Joker cover right there. If you can find things in a really, really, you know, like we said, 4.0 and up, especially raw, because everybody's buying these books and sending them in to get graded. Everything's about grading right now. Pick them up and grab them. But again, be prepared to pay a little bit more than what the book states. And a lot of people out there, the true collectors, understand that. So kind of rambled on. Sorry about I was running over my words and stuff. So that's pretty much all we have right now. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, you can give it a thumbs down. Again, I appreciate all the support I'm getting on this channel. A lot of good comments. I'm meeting a lot of good people, and you know, keeping this comic book industry and the people who love the raw books together. So if you have a question, go ahead and send me a question. If not, I hope you liked the video. But as always, if you didn't, nothing I can do for you. Have a great, great night, and I'll see you in a couple days.